Welcome to another exciting episode of the $1 Million Peddlers. I'm Papergoy.
And I'm Mr. Magazine.
And anybody new to the channel, I'm Papergoy. Day job, work out of the house. 40,000 listings between eBay and Amazon. Sounds like you've heard that before.
Yeah, and I'm Mr. Magazine with a warehouse, 13 employees, and close to 500,000 items.
Today we're going to go a little different than a lot of our videos in that we're going to do Tony Robbins mode. And we're going to be inspirational. And this is something or other that I think the bigger picture is going to help you on. And you used to be guilty of this a lot of the times. You're much less guilty of it nowadays because I think you're more willing to see the bigger picture. And I've tried to help guide your business throughout the years. I think you would admit that.
Sure.
And I think a lot of times I'll make a suggestion to you, and you kind of, and no disrespect to you, but you kind of half listen to it because whatever reason, you've got a lot of other things going on, or it's not time for it, or whatever.
It's a lot of work.
Or it's a lot of work. Yeah, that's true. And then all of a sudden, 2 or 3 years later, you implement it.
Yeah.
Because maybe things have moved in that direction.
Right.
Maybe. So a lot of times I'll see something before you do. I mean, I remember we talked years ago about one of the big things is you have to have multiple sources of income.
Yes.
The more items you have coming, from here. And what sources of income do you have coming in right now?
I got the retail store. I've got the laundromat. I got eBay, Amazon website, the DVD site. So.
And I know you're missing one.
Oh, yes, the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Yes,
and even within there, we've got the affiliate links. Thanks to everybody that hits the affiliate links. It definitely does help the channel. So you've got all of those coming in, as well as you've also got wholesale deals from time to time. You'll buy something or other, you'll flip it out to somebody else. So you've got that as well. It may not be steady, but it comes in regularly enough. So whereas back in the day, you had the retail store, you had eBay, and you had Amazon.
Right.
And actually, when you say website, you've got the two websites.
True.
You got Mr. Dash Magazine, and you got dirtymagazines.xxx.
Yep.
So you've got multiple websites as well.
Sure.
And you've tried a lot of other sites as well as time goes on. They may not work out, and then you cut them out, but you've got all that.
Yep.
And I had told you years ago about that, and now I think you're realizing it because, oh, wow, I've got this money coming from here, I've got this money coming here. It makes things a lot easier.
Oh, absolutely.
But a lot of times you'll tell me, and you're not guilty of it anymore, but you used to be. I would tell you, this is what you need to do. This. And you would tell me, oh, I can't do that because. And you would tell me, whatever. I don't have the space. I don't have the money. I don't have the room. I don't have the employees. I don't have. And you would do that. And what would I always tell you?
I'm a fool.
I would whisper it under my breath. I wouldn't actually come out and say it. I'm not that rude. No, I would say don't.
You never listen to me.
Well, I do say that. But I would say don't tell me why it's not going to work. Right. Tell me how we can make it work.
Sure.
And I think that if you take that as your mantra, I think you'll do very, very well. Because you've made a lot of changes, very, very positive changes over the last 10 to 15 years.
Sure.
And if you compare your business now to 10 years ago, it's night and day.
Oh, big time, yeah.
You didn't have this warehouse.
Right.
You didn't have very many employees at all.
And the biggest thing, I think that, our efficiency, as big as we are, our rating and feedback and customer service is way better than when we were small, 1,000 to 10,000, item operation. Honestly, we were getting negatives all the time, and now we have, we're selling thousands a week, and we get maybe one negative on one of the platforms, so it's definitely way more efficient.
Right, yeah.
And, thanks to you and my other managers as well. I mean, it's, and it's not a perfect system by any means. There's always something we got to give a refund on that's lost, missing, damaged, but, for the amount that we're selling, definitely a high efficiency, I think.
Yeah, yep. No, you've done wonders on it, and, you're a testament to what can happen with a serious mindset, and you definitely treat this a lot more like a business than you did 10 years ago.
Right.
And there are times where 10 years ago you were kind of clueless about various things. Now you're actually being proactive and asking me questions. How can this be expensed? How can this be done?
Yeah.
You're trying to structure stuff
Sure.
In such a manner, whereas 10 years ago you never worried about any of that.
Right.
And your mindset has definitely changed considerably.
Yeah.
And it's paid great dividends. I mean, you're in a much better place. You've got a much better business going on than 10 years ago. And it's the positive mindset. That's an awful lot about it.
Right.
And you know as well as anybody, and it happens to me as well, eBay and Amazon can be a grind. And it can grind you down. And if you're doing the same thing day after day, and then all of a sudden eBay springs this change on you and Amazon springs this change on you, oh my gosh, it's so difficult because you're day after day doing it.
Yeah.
And then add that in, and then add in, let's just say, the summer slowdown.
Right.
You've got all this work you have to do just to stand still because of changes that the platforms
Well, look
are
what
making.
happened. My 2 biggest employees quit. They moved on. And then we had eBay losing the adult stuff. Then eBay implementing the, what was that thing they just put up with the drop downs?
Oh, the item specific.
Yeah, item specific. So we had to revise those. We had to push the eBay over to the website. Amazon had those issues where we're getting violations for things that were out of our controls. And so we had to end all those inactive listings. So
things you had already
all
sold.
that within like a 2 to 4 week period we were hitting. So we were taking a hit on listing too. We couldn't get much listed because we were fixing it. But I wanted to be proactive because I can live without them, but I don't want to live without them.
Well, let me ask you this: all that happened 10 years ago.
Jeez, if I would have called it quits.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I would have put all my effort into the retail store then because it would have been the easy answer.
Yep.
Yeah.
And instead, you vent a little bit on the live show.
Yeah.
If you don't watch the live show, definitely do. 7:30 Eastern every Wednesday. It's the most interactive live show out there in the reselling community.
Thank you for that.
You're
I won't
welcome.
watch it.
Nice. See, it's working.
I'll try to watch it.
Advertising's working. Try to stay awake during it for once.
Need those energy drinks.
But now you come on the live show and you vent a little bit, but you also laugh about it.
Yeah.
And you've got a much more positive mindset about things. And that will definitely help. It's helped you considerably. I mean, you are, if I'm out there giving motivational speeches, you're my exhibit one of how a positive attitude can definitely change things. And so when somebody comes to you and suggests to you out there, one of your friends comes by, or you get your store reviewed, or you get whatever, and somebody says, here's what I think you should do. Unless, as long as you can trust the person, as long as they're not pranking you,
right.
but as long as you can trust the person, take it to heart. They're trying to help you. And they're probably going to give you 10 suggestions. And 2 to 3 are going to be very, very easy. Certainly implement those right away.
Right.
Oh yeah, you're right. If I do this with the pictures, if I scan the pictures instead of taking a picture from, well, we make a joke. One of his listers used to list stuff, and I'd say, oh, it's nice that they were able to rent some time on the Hubble Hubble telescope to take these pictures. In instances like that, if I were reviewing your store, and again, that was years and years ago, I would say maybe scan those instead of taking a picture from so far away.
Sure.
And that would be a positive. It'd be very easy to do, assuming you have a scanner. Oh, yeah, you're right. And you would start scanning the stuff. So that would be an easy level fix. So do the easy level fixes.
Yeah.
But the other 7 items that they tell you, a couple of them are going to be very, very difficult, and the others are going to be moderately difficult. But instead of all of us have it, our first reaction is to get defensive and have it come up and go, oh, I'm not doing that because, oh, that's a lot of work. Oh, that's not going to work. That's not going to help out. And going to put you on the spot here. What is your, that's a first.
Yeah.
When I make a suggestion to you, and it's happened very, very little recently, but it has happened in the past. When I make a suggestion to you that's going to take a fair amount of time and or money to implement, and I say this is going to happen out of it, what in the past was always your first comment?
Yeah, I would just say it's too much money, too much time. I can't make. It's not going to work. I don't like that idea, or come up with my own idea.
Or you would say one line: is it guaranteed?
Oh yeah, well, that's true.
Is it guaranteed?
Yeah. I like guarantees.
And I said, there's nothing guaranteed. There's absolutely nothing guaranteed. No, it's not guaranteed.
Right.
Could you invest 20 hours and $5,000 into doing this and have it crash and burn? Yes.
Sure.
Yes, you most certainly could. But you be wise about it. You try to make it work. So when somebody makes those suggestions to you, step back and don't immediately get your defenses up and say, well, that's not going to work because I don't have the time, I don't have a scanner, I don't have this. Okay, slow down.
Right.
You don't have a scanner. We can remedy that. You can get a scanner. Let's do some research. What are you listing? What scanners? Oh, you're listing Life magazines. They have an oversized scanner.
Right.
You can get the CZUR Scanner, which works great on those. Oh, you're listing a lot of postcards. I know friend of the channel, Auction Professor, he talks all the time about he's got one of those scanners that you can scan the postcards through very quickly.
Yeah.
Because obviously, if you're listening to Life magazines, you don't want to buy that kind of scanner because that won't do you any good.
Exactly. Right.
So know what you're listing and be wise about it, and then invest the money in the right size scanner. Okay, we've handled part 1. Now you go on to part 2. You don't have any time. Well, what are you doing? Well, I sit down at night every night and I just keep rewatching The Sopranos. Okay, that's great. Sopranos are great, but step back. Do you have to rewatch them every night? Or can you also list 5 postcards while you're watching them? You can find the time. You can do something or other different to find the time. What do you do while your food's in the microwave? Well, I sit there and I scan through whatever, Instagram, scan through.
Right.
How about you scan a couple of pictures at that point?
Yeah.
So you can, the easy answer is to say, I can't do it because.
Right.
But if you trust the person that's giving you the advice and you step back, you can find the solutions to the problem, and then all of a sudden, a couple years later, you'll be in a much better spot than you were, and you'll say, wow, I'm glad that I implemented that.
Right.
And then what's your reaction going to be at that point?
Hey, thank you.
Your other reaction is going to be,
I always get it wrong, but go ahead.
Why did I take so long?
Yeah, true.
If I had started doing this 6 months earlier.
Right. Well, it's funny how many times this happened where people come up with these ideas for me. I'll tell you about them, and you'll be like, I told you about that a year ago. Like many times that has happened. I'm like, all right, well, let's try it now. I'm ready now. I wasn't ready then. I'm ready now. Let's do it.
So hopefully that's a little inspirational for you. You can do it. You certainly can, but you have to change your mindset. And again, everybody gets defensive and says why they cannot do it. Get out of that mindset. That's not going to help you. The proper mindset to have is, I can do it, and here's what I need to do to make it happen. Now, granted, there's some things that you can't do realistically right now. Would I be in a better situation if I had 10 employees and a 100,000 square foot warehouse? Yes, I most certainly would. I have the product to list, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
I can't do that right now.
Right.
And it isn't just me saying I can't do that right now. I've got the day job. I don't have the money for the warehouse. Employees aren't available right now.
Right.
There's a lot of different reasons. But am I looking, when I retire from the day job in 2.5 years, am I potentially looking that route? Maybe. Sure. I mean, if you suggested that to me, I would start thinking it over, and I'd be saying, okay, I'm not ready to make that jump at this point.
Right.
How can I possibly run a business with 10 employees and be on site managing them when I've got a day job?
Sure.
I work from 7 to 3. What, am I going to have people working from 4 o'clock till midnight? I mean, when exactly am I going to be doing it? So there are reasons why I couldn't do it right now. And of course, your answer would be hire a manager that can do it all. And I go, okay, well, where am I finding a manager to do it all day one?
You told me to do the same thing, and I still haven't found a full-time manager that's just managing all day long.
Yeah. So in some ways, I guess I'm guilty of saying, here's why it can't be done, but I've at least looked it over and thought about it, and every day I'm thinking about what's next. And one thing I've never told you before, which is the good thing about this channel, is we actually talk on air and you find things out, is when I do drive around, I do look at various properties and I say, could I see myself with a property like that? Would that be a good property?
Yeah.
And so I am looking as I drive around saying, that one would, that one wouldn't. And I've taken into account all kinds of various things. This will be really exciting to everybody not in Rochester, but I live near East Ridge Road. I drive down it and I say that would not be a good place for me to have a business because it's a lot of storefronts, and I don't really need a storefront. I need more like you. I would need a warehouse kind of thing, because especially if I were to get anything started before I retired, because I can't sit at a It's not like I can be sitting at a storefront running a storefront while I'm doing my day job. It can't happen. Kind of deal. And the second reason is real estate's a little more expensive for storefront stuff versus warehouse stuff. So, I drive around and I see things, and so it's kind of working in my brain, and maybe in a couple of years it'll happen.
Well, it's funny you say that, because I was driving down Ridge Road the other day, and I looked at the Kodak building, and I said, I could see myself in that.
Wow. Yeah. Very good.
It's only 1 million square feet. Someday.
Very good. So there you go. Now don't tell me why you can't get in there.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, the taxes are only $500,000 a year. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm giving that away.
Exactly.
So hopefully that helps you some. Do comment down below about how you've changed your mindset, because again, your mindset has so much to do with how successful you are. If you're walking around like Eeyore, you're probably not going to be overly successful. Oh, woe is me, terrible things happen to me, etc., etc. Bad things do happen to you. I'll be honest. Bad things happen to all of us.
Yeah.
We all have setbacks. It's how you deal with those setbacks and move forward that makes the difference. So maybe I'll be doing motivational speeches a year from now. Who knows?
You and Tony.
I'm not going to tell you why it's not going to work. We're going to do it. So we'll hit the like button. Hit the like button, and we will see you next video.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Big